Hello, welcome back to San Herrera. Today we are in episode 19, and today we're going to be growing the population, hopefully, getting up to close to 60,000. So after the last episode ended, we started gaining our population again, so not quite sure what was up with that. So I really want to grow our population in this episode. We were seeing some strange traffic issues in some weird places, like right here. I don't really know why. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but just some really bad traffic over here, and then over here as well, especially right here. I was seeing some backups that were coming up all the way to here for some reason. I'm not really sure why that was. So we're seeing some pretty bad backups in some areas, basically. Not really sure what to do about those. So hopefully we'll grow the population quite a bit in here in this episode, so we can buy this tile over here. So one thing I also wanted to say and kind of point out was there was just a new DLC revealed for the game, which was appropriately titled Airports DLC. They're going to be significantly changing the way air travel works in this game for the better. I'm guessing it's going to be for the better. I'm very excited to see what happens. It's coming out on January 25th. However, that will fundamentally change my plans that I had for the city, because originally I wanted the airport to be kind of built in this area, and I think it would have been able to fit right here. But after seeing some of the new assets that they have for the airports, I think that it would take up this entire chunk of land. And I didn't necessarily want that. I kind of wanted this to be sort of a tourism area since it's on the beach. So if we were going to build an airport over here, we'd have to probably make an extension of this island that comes out all the way out over here, probably. Maybe even bigger, because they're pretty massive. So I was thinking maybe we could find a different area for it. So let me know what you guys think about that. As for some other possible areas, there's lots of flat ground. I mean, over here would work. I kind of want to build it closer to the city, so probably not quite sure. We've already filled out a lot of good land that probably would have been able to be used for that. Possibly over here, maybe even along this area right here. So we'll see about that. We're not going to worry about that yet because this is a long way away. We need to unlock the next like 3 tiles before that, I believe, because we still have 2 tiles left. So we can unlock this one and a few others. I'm not really sure which other tiles I would like to get. So we're going to get right into this. We're going to start growing the population. We have a large demand for commercial, so we're going to get right on that. We're going to start off by removing this chunk of road right here that we don't need. Railroad. And we are going to bring this closer to the highway. So we're gonna start this off a little bit early. So
the holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen is.
we're gonna go above right here. Could we do it? Yeah, we'll do it right here.
It's nice to know to kiss your beau while cuddling under the mistletoe. And Santa Claus, you know, of course.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where we want to do this. Could we?
The door is always
We could fit it right here.
the neighbors pay a call.
Or no, we can't.
Father John, before
So
he's gone,
can we
will
build a
bless
bridge?
the house and all. How grand it feels to click your heels and join in the fun.
Not sure how I want to do this.
I'm handing you no blarney. The likes you've never known is Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home.
Christmas in Killarney is wonderful to see.
Listen to my story and I'll take you back with me. The holly green, the ivy green, the prettiest picture you've ever seen.
It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home. It's nice, you know, to kiss your beau while cuddling under the mistletoe.
And Santa Claus, you know, of course, is one of the boys from home.
The door is always open.
We'll change our elevation steps right here so we can go up slower.
Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all.
And it looks like it's not going to be high enough, so we're going to probably need to raise it a little bit earlier on.
I'm handing you no blarney, the likes you've never known. It's Christmas in Killarney with all of the folks at home.
I love this song, Christmas in Killarney. One of my favorites for the holiday times. Okay, now that's extremely steep. There's no way that would be acceptable at all. So, yeah, this is kind of an interesting area to work with. And truthfully, I think a lot of it has to do with soil as well. I really would like to purchase more land so we can start finishing some of these areas with soil, because so many of these areas are just like whack with the grading. So hopefully once we get some more land, we can grade some significant areas and go and fix some of these terrain changes we're seeing, like right here, all around the entire park. You know, we just need to go do some general fixes. So I might do a live stream soon and do that once we unlock this tile. So for now, we're just going to, we're seeing a lot of traffic come through here. I might want to upgrade this section of the road. So I think we'll do that. We're going to upgrade this to 2 lanes. Can we upgrade this one? Yeah, we'll upgrade this whole thing. So we've got this sort of office park over here as well. I think we have, do we have a district over here? We're seeing some weird things with the font names right here. I'm not sure what's going on right there, if you see that. I'm not sure if that's a mod issue. You can't really read it very well for some reason. So I'll look into that. It happens sometimes, I'm not sure why. Okay, so as for where we're going to grow our population, we're kind of running out of space, but we are gaining people just from having grown whenever we did in the last episode with all the residential we added. So we're not going to worry about the railroad yet, just because that's going to be sort of complicated to worry about, since we don't even have we don't really need this yet. I do want to get it figured out soon though. I think we'll actually do it just on the other side of the, we'll do it right here just so we don't forget. So we're gonna have it come straight across. There we go. This one. Alright, then we're gonna bring it over here. And I might once we buy this tile, I might bring this down a little bit sooner just so we can connect up easier. So once we get this tile as well, once we get the rest of these tiles, we will be able to make some better connections, because right now these are just wonky. So yeah. So we definitely need some commercial expansion as well. These people are complaining about not having enough workers, jobs too. Yeah, so we need to expand. For some reason, we have a large demand for commercial, even though everybody here needs workers. So that's kind of confusing. I never really got that about this game. So as for where we should expand commercial uses, I really wanted to make this into a little farmer's park over here, a little farmer's market. We have this thing that's kind of in the way. See if I can fit that back here. Can we? I think so. I'm not sure if this would be placed so close to a highway and a train track right there. I'm not sure if that would be illegal or not, or even safe, but we're just going to assume that it is, and it's fine. I don't really, I've seen plenty of those sort of uses next to roads, so I'm not sure if it's too big of an issue. We're just going to make sure this has power, so we're going to take this line back a little bit, and we're going to directly just bring this over here. And I think what we're going to do here is we're going to create a little frontage road. And we're having so many issues with our terrain. We need to go and fix these whenever we can. We have absolutely no soil. Yeah, we have absolutely nothing. So I'm not really sure where we can grade at this point. We've kind of done everything we can with the terrain that we have. I might come over here and smooth some of this out. I'm going to make this a little bit stronger. Down here as well. Get this area ready for some development in the future. And give us some soil while we're at it. Okay, now we can smoothen this area out. I'm just running out of soil. I think that was just right in the nick of time. So now we're gonna bring a frontage road down here. And I'm not sure, we definitely need another connection because this is gonna be very tough. You know, maybe we don't want it to be a frontage road. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna do that. And I think we'll create another connection. We can't even do it so close. So this is going to be a little farmer's market area. We're going to apply the farmer's, I forget what it's called, the policy for self-sufficient buildings, I believe. Organic and local produce. Yeah, we'll keep that connection right there. We'll need both of them. See if I can bring that up at a 90. Perfect. It's a little bit uneven, but that's okay. Now we're gonna kind of break up our grid in here a little bit more. You know, I think we could also put some other self-sufficient housing in here. Possibly, not really sure where actually. It's kind of a long, yeah, not really sure what to do right here, because that's a lot of commercial. I don't think we really necessarily need that much, so I think we'll put some. So first of all, we're gonna make this a district so that we don't go in the zone and then have to completely redevelop everything that's over here. So we're gonna have some self-sufficient buildings over here. I think we're actually going to place some low-density apartments. So we're gonna apply the. We're gonna call this Farmers Square. So back in the day, whenever this town was founded, this would have been like the farmers market where everybody, where all the kind of where all the main commerce would have happened and such, where people would have come to trade. So we're going to put some policies in here. We're going to put for-profit education. Yeah, we already have that one enabled. We're going to enable education boost, parks and recreation, recycling, smoke detector distribution. No, we don't have anything here. We're going to enable high-rise ban. I think we will enable. We're going to pause it real quick and enable heavy traffic ban. We're going to encourage biking. We'll even do Old Town. This will be a fancy part of town. Combustion engine ban. No, we don't want to do that. I think that's good. So we're going to go clean this up a little bit. So we're going to, yeah, we're going to do this. Get it off the main roads. We're also going to get it off the tracks because I'm not sure if the heavy traffic ban affects trains at all. I don't think it does, but I just want to be sure. I don't want to create issues. So now we're going to go and apply some little specializations. So we're going to apply this. We're also going to apply self-sufficient buildings. Now we're going to zone most of this, or over here we're going to zone as commercial. Perfect. Now we're going to zone back here as high density residential. And you know, we're also going to make a road that comes over here. And I'm going to see if I can bring this any closer too. Perfect. We are going to, I hope this is this, yeah, it's fenced, so perfect. We're going to look at some services for over here, so we're going to, we have healthcare right there, a healthcare system clinic. We don't necessarily need one over here. I don't want to pack this area full of stuff either because we only have a little bit of space. So I think we're just gonna look at education. We're gonna give this area a private school, community school. We're not gonna put that right off the highway. That would be kind of dangerous, and that would be very desirable. Don't want to put it right here, though. I'm not sure if that'd be safe or even legal to put it right there. So yeah, I guess we'll put it right off the highway, but we will zone this off. We're going to fence this off from the highway, and we're going to put plenty of trees there to block some of the noise. We're going to put a curved fence in. We're going to turn off our... Do we need to? Yeah, we're going to turn off our snapping so we don't have issues. We can just make this clean. So one thing we haven't done very much of in this series is detailing, and I really want to get to that, but I really would like to do that in live streams. So we'll see if we get to that ever. And oh yeah, we forgot to get water in here. So let's do that real quick. I think we just need one pipe through here. Oh, we need one for the school. Okay, and then we're gonna need some trees back there as well. And put some palm trees along the main part of the fence right here along the highway. I guess a big reason the decorating doesn't really happen much at all is because it just takes time to go in here and put trees, and I can imagine it's not very interesting to watch. I mean, this game is a city building game, and this is definitely a part of building a city, is landscaping and such. Still not necessarily the most interesting thing to watch about, you know, designing a city and planning and such. So now that we've got the palm trees in there, we're going to put some of these leafy bushes or whatever, small beech. Hopefully this will block out some of the noise pollution just from the highway right here, even for the residents and not even just the school. Perfect. So ooh, you know, I really like these assets. I forgot what these looked like. I really like these a lot. I like these a lot, these assets. Perfect. Okay, so these are nice. I did not know that this is what these looked like. I thought these looked very different from this. So that's pretty cool. These are really nice. I did not know what these looked like. So no, we're also going to need a park in here because we don't have any parks for these residents. The nearest one is over here. We're going to get one closer. We're going to get a small one if we can. Small playground. We'll get that for the school. I'm not sure where, if we even have... Yeah, we already kind of ran out of room. It's fine. Okay, so we have 53,000 people. The only place I can think of to expand is going to be this area now. I mean, I don't want to work on this area until we get this train track figured out. We could zone right here too. I forgot about this area. But I'm going to leave a certain area left off for the railroad. So we're going to get this in the zone district. I thought I already did this, but I guess not. And there's a lot of issues going on with employment over here, so we're going to zone some more residential and get that all figured out. So I think over here they need residential probably more than anything else. And we have this really nice shoreline right here, so I think we're going to zone some nice luxury housing right there. I mean, I guess it's actually probably not really too nice because it's just this cliff right here that you get to view the lake with, which I guess is nice, but it's kind of dangerous. So we're going to bring it up just kind of close. So we're going to look at our terrain here as well because it's pretty wild. It's insane right here actually. So we're going to try to follow that a little bit, the terrain, the topography. Right here we're going to use some eminent domain on these businesses, sadly. And we're going to kind of curve this around this area. So you will be able to find the link to my playlist that I'm listening to that I have on the video right now. You'll be able to find that to the link, or you'll be able to find the link to that playlist in the description. So if you're interested in that, you can go check it out. Okay, I want to bring this a little bit closer to the shoreline, so we're going to bring a road right along here. Now again, I'm not sure how realistic it would be to zone right next to the really steep shore that is right there. We're going to see how flat this area is and if it's... No, it's actually not too bad. So we're going to get this area its own district. We're going to put the high-tech housing policy over here. And you know, that was actually something I meant to do over here, but it's too late. It's fine. I guess we can just do these green buildings. It's fine. And I did put the heavy high-rise ban, so we hopefully won't see any high-rises right there that are significant to disrupt the skyline that we're trying to craft. So we need lots of residential. We're going to connect this road up right here. So we just created this district. We're going to call this Lakeside Heights. Perfect. Policies we can enforce. Yeah, we're going to encourage biking. VIP area, what is that? Is that... Okay, those are just... We don't need that. We don't even have a shelter over here. No rebuilding. Combustion. No, what does that do again? I'm trying to remember. No, we don't want that on. I'm not really sure what that does. That's really that effective or positive, I guess. Okay, parks and recreation. We're not... Yeah, we'll have education boost right here. City planning, heavy, high-tech housing. We have no demand for commercial now. We just have demand for all this. So we're going to place this right here.
It's been said many times, many ways. Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, we just left up our our park, so we're gonna go check that out in a second as well. For now, we're just gonna look at this real quick and zone everything that we have here. Gonna dezone this and this. We don't want commercial residential along the main collector right there, the main road. Pretty much on the rest of this area, and then we're good. Perfect. Let's get water pipes under here. We forgot about those. So let's pause it one more time. Turn off our snapping. Okay, and then... Yep, bring pipes through here. Okay, so now we can just press play, watch that zone. very... Okay, so we've got that zoned. We're at 54,000 people now. I don't think we're going to get to our population milestone, but we'll get close. So now we have some new buildings to place in here. We're going to need to work those in somewhere. So we have the lion enclosure. I thought we already had one of these. Did we not have a lion enclosure? And then we have this rhino enclosure. So I guess we didn't have these yet. We're going to place this right here. And we'll place this one Where do we not have an exhibit? Probably right here would be a good spot. So what does this look like? Does this have one of those? Oh yeah, so we need to connect that up to a path. But it needs to be straight. So, and I want to curve this path right here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll move this one. We can't move it, so we'll just put it right here temporarily. If we can, we'll put this one right here. Instead, we just also leveled up our campus. I don't believe we have any new buildings. We don't. We leveled up. We got 2+ academic works, 12.9. We got 582 extra students and 125 campus attractiveness. So now we are renowned. Perfect. So this won't even fit. It will. And I think if we can, we're gonna put this one on the other side now. We can't. So nice. What's this one? Rhino enclosure. Is that supposed to be a rhino? Oh yeah, these are the lions. Right? And we'll place this one right here.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening.
Okay, we're gonna connect this up.
We're happy tonight.
We forgot, yeah, we need our paths, zoo path.
Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song.
I love how the animals transfer between the two. It's kind of funny to watch.
Walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown.
It's interesting how that works in the game.
He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream.
So one reason I'm kind of scared to develop right here just because of the crazy significant grades, changes in the grade that we have. It's really affecting the campus a lot worse than I thought it would, and I'm almost thinking of completely regrading this area, which is pretty unrealistic and kind of crazy, but I'm not really sure what else we can do about it at this point. So actually I want to give an academic work, if we can. We're going to give music. Okay, so we're going to have a little nice neighborhood right here too. And we're going to develop it around the railroad. So right now we're not going to worry about the height of the railroad, just going to get it where it needs to be so we know where to build it in the future. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go in here and start laying down our road network. Alright, so that's not going to work the way I wanted it to. So we're going to start right here, bring this down. Alright, so perfect. We were able to connect it up nice. We're gonna kind of feature this area around this little rock sculpture that we have right here. And one thing I also want to do with the series is take more advantage of the other district uses that we can use with our commercial uses, like the some of these other, where are they in here? We have so many more uses than I never remember to use them. We have the leisure specialization and tourism. Now I believe tourism attracts hotels. Yeah, so these attract skyscraper, or these own skyscrapers, so they don't really work in an area like this. In one of my previous episodes a few weeks ago, I tried that and it made skyscrapers in this area. I didn't want that, so we had to just replace it with a leisure specialization. So hopefully in the future we'll put some leisure specialization along the beach over here and over here as well. But I want to remember to use some of those other commercial uses. Alright, we are now at almost roughly 54,500 people. And we're going to zone along this collector over here. Not right there, not right there. Not right here either. And I want to have a little commercial shopping center right here with some of the assets that the game provides. One of those supermarkets that the game provides. So we're going to hopefully make something really cool over here in this little corner of where the highway and the railroad are. So with that out of the way, we're going to zone some more commercial right here. And you know, before this all develops, we're going to put a path through here. We're going to put a bike path.
Christmas tree, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
I don't want to zone too close to the railroad just because it'd be obnoxious to live right there, right by the railroad. So we're not going to zone that, just out of respect and just out of, you know, nobody's going to want to live right next to the railroad and then the highway. That would just be obnoxious and not very considerate. So we're not going to do that. We will zone right here. You know, we're not going to zone this lot, actually. I kind of want to make this into a nice little park. We'll zone everywhere else, though. And we're going to put some other policies in here, I believe, too. Let's look at these again. That's kind of big, so we're going to go with the medium one. Okay, and you know, we're also going to go in here and look at our junctions because they are pretty unacceptable most of the time. We don't need this. We don't need this. And we don't need this. This isn't even getting used that much though, just because there's no connection over here, so it's not really necessary. Oh, yep, we keep forgetting to get water on these roads.
Shine so brightly. Each bough does hold its tiny light that makes each toy to sparkle bright. Oh, Christmas tree, Christmas tree, thy candles shine so brightly.
And I think this would be a nice area for a park along this this shore right here. And especially right here where there's sort of a beach. I think that would be a really nice area for a park. So we're definitely going to do that in the future. Whenever we develop that land and hopefully buy the tile over there. Or with the 81 tiles mod. Because actually I'm not sure that I want to buy this tile. I'm not sure which tile I'd rather buy. We have 2 left that we can buy. I definitely want to buy this one so we can start doing downtown. This is the next one I'm going to buy. And then after that we'll unlock either this one right here or this one. And then we'll get 81 tiles. Once we unlock all the tiles that we can get from the vanilla game.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's time for play. It's a whipped cream day. I wait for it to hold you round. Those are marshmallow clouds being friendly in the arms of the evergreen trees. And the sun is red like a pumpkin head. It's shining so your nose won't freeze. Oh, the world is your snowball.
Alright, let's see if we have any of these. What are people saying about in Paradise? There's even sushi for lunch. Yeah, I bet they're talking about this, what is Shirley Gray?
Your snowball just for a song. Get out and roll it along.
Shirley Gray is in here. Where is she talking about? I don't know what she's talking about. She's talking about this,
Take a walk with your favorite girl.
I wonder if she's talking about that,
It's a sugar date.
no, it's too far. I don't think she'd be talking about that.
In winter, it's a
I think she'd be talking about, I thought she'd be talking about this with the, sushi, but I guess not, because, we're going to take care of this junction thing right here. I thought she was going to be talking about sushi in this area because of the policies we set over here, but I guess not, because we don't have, because she's not even close to this place. We don't need this. Actually, this one's justified. I forgot about that one.
And the sun is red like a pumpkin head.
So we're at 55,000 people. We're growing surely but slowly. We need to grow so we can buy this this tile over here. And then once we buy this tile, I would really like to focus on public transport. Because that's something that our city is lacking and is just garbage right now for. So once we buy this tile, we're going to start doing downtown. And we're going to completely rework the city's entire public transport system and get a lot of bus networks through here and such. And hopefully we will be able to kind of grid this area out flat and get a lot of extra soil so we can go work on some of these other parks and the university, the Valley Institute of Humanities. Alright, so I'm not sure what else we can do in this episode. There's a lot to do just for in the city in general, but as for what I wanted to focus on today, there's not a lot left. We've already done a lot in this episode. We've grown the population to about 5,000. I was hoping to grow a lot more, but there's just not a whole lot we can do at this point. We could develop right here. Not sure what I want to do with this area though, so I'm not going to do that yet. We probably should develop over here soon. This will probably be the next area that we develop. And then we could develop this right here. There's no reason to leave this undeveloped. Be back here. Turn on our snapping. And we'll just put a road through here and decrease the lot size. a zone right here. One thing I also want to do is increase pedestrian connectivity across the highways, because you don't want people to have to cross the entire. Like if you live right here, and you wanted to get over here just to the side of the neighborhood, you have to go all the way around this entire neighborhood just to get out on the bridge that goes across the highway. So we're gonna make a pedestrian connection from. Well, first we're gonna make the bridge. We're gonna start that right here. Well, I'm surprised it lets us do that. Now there's these issues you see. We have this super long, probably unrealistically long bridge span, but this is a game that is not very realistic a lot of times, so we're just going to live with that. And there's not a whole lot we can do about it anyway, so we're going to take this down. We're going to decrease our... Yes, let's... Can I just have this go straight? There we go. And we can't do that. I was going to try to bring it down like sort of how you see in real life, but it won't let me. So we're going to... How bad is that? That's horrific. Maybe if it was stairs it would be acceptable, but I don't think this would be stairs. Just for the reason that not everybody can walk, so that would be kind of just unconsiderate to only put stairs there. So now we're going to make our connection over here. We're just going to bring this straight down because I think it's long enough. I'm going to D-zone right here. We're just going to D-zone this entire little thing right there and right here as well, just so that way the bridge isn't blocked by anybody's property or house. Okay, so I think my music stopped. I have this issue whenever I have music playing too long, it just stops. So there's no reason to have things slow down. We can speed things up. Hopefully that will get our population growing quicker. Even though it kind of, I guess, can create issues, it's just I always think it's kind of cool to see whenever the traffic builds up at an intersection like this on all lanes, not just taking up like 2 or 3, 1 or 2 like they always do in the game. So seeing this is kind of satisfying, seeing the backups like that. I mean, obviously that's kind of not good how far back it's going, but just seeing moderate backups like this, how it is right now. How it gets like right here, that's nice. I like seeing the small backups. They're kind of satisfying to see, and they're realistic. I mean, even in real cities you see backups like that. So I think what we will do is we will bring this railroad straight down from right here, possibly, or maybe right here. Probably right here, that would make more sense. And then we will connect up this, we will destroy this connection right here and connect this cargo hub up right there. And as for this connection, if we bring it across, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if that's necessary since we already have this one. Oh, we destroyed it. We're not even using it anymore. So there you have that. So another area we could develop would be develop part of this area. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to put here yet. I'm not sure if we won't develop this. We might develop this little district right here. I feel like I want to do something with this since we already have a district right there. I think we're going to have sort of grid over here. and maybe even a more consistent one, because I feel like this probably would have been built with the industry. Yeah, just in this little area, I don't see a problem with doing it every once in a while, because even in real life, you see that. I see it plenty of times, because back in the day, these you got to think, back in the day, these roads would have just been normal roads that would have functioned basically the same as most of these other ones, and then as the city got bigger and more people moved in, the roads they got wider, and then they basically became collectors. They started to function as main roads. So you'd have built houses on them, and then as the area gets developed, you see that it starts getting used more as a highway or a main road, and then next thing you know, you're living on like Main Street. So yeah, that's just something that would happen a lot back in the day. And you can, if you go through an older part of town, you see it a lot more. You'll see houses on the main part of town. So I think we'll also provide some commercial for this industrial area. And right here, especially next to the barracks and stuff. Excuse me. Alright, and then other commercial uses, probably provide some right here, wouldn't be so bad. Right here isn't necessarily necessary. Necessarily necessary. Necessarily necessary. So I'm really pleased with how this area is developing. I think it's very... I'm trying to do it in a very realistic fashion. I think it's doing exactly that. Obviously, the grid breaks up, and then you still have your sort of consistent gridded areas. We're having some death care issues, which is probably something we should take care of. So we're seeing some significant issues over here. Death care. We don't have a crematorium over here. Alright, so we definitely need one before we see a massive death wave. We're gonna pause it so we don't see some issues. So where we're gonna place this, we'll place it right. We'll place a bunch right here. We'll place 2 right here. 3 maybe if we can. No, we can't fit 3. And we're going to add water right here because I just saw a little notification thing that we apparently forgot. So we need to get these people water. That's something we keep forgetting this episode is water. We are now at 57,000 people, rapidly growing the population. Hopefully those crematoriums will take care of the issues that we're seeing. So, yeah, that's good. Let's actually look at some more. Let's look at our city services real quick, just make sure they're good. This area does not have any death care service either, so we're gonna put a crematorium right here. And then for some other, I'm not sure if the terrain will let us do this and look nice at the same time. It probably won't, so we'll do it right here. It's gonna look funky, but yeah, we can do that. And then just providing some more neighborhood amenities, I guess, for this area. And then for some of these other areas, we already have a community pool right there. Do we have fire coverage? We do not, so we need to do that actually. And we're going to get a fire station in here with our new area we developed. If we can place it along the road, can we? Okay, we'll do that right there. We're going to look at our police as well. We're good on police. There's many police cars in here at the moment actually, which is interesting. So one thing I mentioned in the past was the lack of connectivity across this area, so we're gonna do that real quick because, like again, if you lived right here and you wanted to come right here, obviously, by the way the bird flies or the crow flies, that's pretty short distance. That's a few hundred feet probably at the most. But if with the way this game works, if you wanted to visit this area with the train tracks and everything in the way, you'd have to come all the way around here and come back up again. So we're gonna make a little path. We're gonna disrupt that it's not high enough, so that stinks. I can imagine this is going to start seeing some immediate and quite insane utilization. Yeah, there we go. I called it. We could probably get a police station in right here, and that would actually help this area out a little more. I want to use the, one of these is European. I want to use just the vanilla and the normal one. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's this one. I don't think it is. We find it all again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying. Hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to wait. I'm not sure if that one is either, so we're just gonna go with it, I guess. I can't really tell which one looks European. They both kind of look. The other one had the little thing on it, the little red and green flag. Kind of reminded me of Europe a little bit, not necessarily Europe, but just that area with what they do with their medical things and whatnot. And we forgot water again. I'm getting really bad at this. So I'm just going to pause it again because I don't want people to leave. And we're at 58,000 people, so I think we're going to try to hit the milestone. I might pause the recording just to let it run for a little bit. And then bring you guys back whenever we reach the milestone, and then we'll purchase the tile. We're going to get these pipes through here. Is that all of them? There's this last one over here. We'll get these done. Alright, so I think I'm going to pause it because I think we honestly have enough boost right now, to enough residential zone to probably get us to the next milestone. We just need to wait for it all to develop. And we're going to put some commercial right here just to satisfy some of the demand. Even though we're probably going to wreck some of this later on to build roads through here, so we'll keep an eye on that. And you got some commercial along these corners right here as well, because that's something you also see even in areas with residential along the main roads. You generally see commercial along these the main corners where the collectors meet. Alright, I'm going to pause it for a little bit and let it run, and I will bring you guys back in a bit. Alright, we are back. We are about to hit our population. That was only, I only waited for a few minutes, and already we just met it. So we're going to go ahead and buy that extra tile real quick, and we also just met our academic year report, so that's cool. We did not gain any campus attractiveness. We gained 735 students and 3 academic works. So before we do anything, we're going to go and buy that tile. If we can get this trip out of the way. I'm going to purchase this for $22,000, I believe. Yeah. Perfect. Oh man, this is awesome. So now we can go ahead and I'm going to look at the terrain that we have in here. What's our terrain like? It's kind of wild. So we're going to go in here and we're going to grade this entire thing, I believe. That's probably a little bit unreasonable and I'm not sure. Yeah, so we're just going to go grade the worst parts of this, like we'll change this right here. There's no reason for this to be so crazy. And we'll make the edges more.
The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having.
This is giving us a lot of soil, which is exactly what I wanted. I don't think we're going to develop too much in this episode, but we are definitely going to, we're going to do something I've wanted to do for a while. Let's look at our grades along the coast. We're going to make sure these are good. Some of them are significant. I think we're going to get our basic grid in for the downtown area. Just we're going to start it. We're going to break ground for downtown. So generally in America, the downtown of a city is generally, not always, even in the city that we're basing this off of, San Francisco, not San Francisco, I mean we are basing a little bit off of San Francisco, mainly off of San Diego. We're basing this off of San Diego, and that city is not at a different angle than the rest of or downtown San Diego is not at a different angle than the rest of the city. But generally in America, the downtown is at a different angle. So if the city was like this, the downtown would be like that. It would be at a different angle. The grid would be at a different angle. So it's going to be kind of hard to work around. I'm kind of not sure which angle I want to angle it at. Maybe this one right here. You could bring this up. And so I think what we're actually going to start by doing is we're going to start the grid in here. So we're going to turn on our terrain views. And we need to grade first. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to just flatten this out a little bit, just so that way it's a little bit reasonable to work with. And we can worry about the insane heights later on. But for now, I just want to get this straight. Perfect.
The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight. Oh, that's enough. We're simply having a wonderful
We're
Christmas.
gonna get this in here as well. We're gonna do something like this. We're gonna turn our snapping. There's no reason to have our snapping off at this point. So I definitely don't, we're not going to develop this area in this episode, but I'm just really excited to have this tile now. We can start developing downtown. It'll be really interesting to see what happens next in the city, and I'm very excited to spend it with you guys and to, you know, explore more of this game together and see what happens next. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We're gonna see the future of San Herrera together. So that's for the angle of the downtown. I think it's gonna be
Here comes Santa Claus, here
I
comes
think it's gonna be along this angle that we were just building on. So I think it's gonna be like this.
Blitzen, blitzen, all here's a reindeer pulling on a rein.
So I think this will be the angle, the grid that we use for the city. So as for the collectors that we're gonna get in here, so we're gonna bring this road across. This will probably be one of our, yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of our little main roads that we have. I'm not sure if we have these buildings unlocked yet. Yeah, I think we do actually. Ooh, we do. We can already place these. These even cost, oh, these are expensive. But we're gonna get these placed real quick. Hopefully not go broke. I don't think this will make us go broke. We're gonna place the tallest buildings in here so we can kind of plan for these. I think that's all of them. So those are all the tallest skyscrapers that we're going to use for this skyline. I'm very excited to work with these and very excited to see where they take us and where they how they craft the skyline. You know, I think there's also a few others. There is, I remember. So I know we have a few others. I know we have like this hotel. I also kind of want to place this observation tower. I think this would be kind of fun in here. Kind of like that they have in, I believe they have one in, I think Seattle it is? I think it's in Seattle, and then they have one in Dallas, sort of. It's not really the same as this one. They have this dining tower in Dallas where you can go and eat dinner or something. And the tower spins. So that's pretty cool. So that was the building I was thinking of, and I think there's a few others, like the transport tower, and then this hotel. We need to construct the international airport, which I'm not planning on doing, so we'll see. So as for where the collectors are going to be, kind of depends on the size of the grid we're going to use. So I definitely want our grid to be big enough to fit these buildings. 440, how big does 440 look like? So, like that.
What fun to ride and sing in a one-horse open sleigh, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
So we're going to move these buildings all to one side of this.
Laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Jingle bells,
So, you know, I just realized how much area we actually have to work with when it comes to this downtown area. I'm really excited for this. Only about 440. Perfect, and I think that's the biggest space we need for most of these buildings. So we're going to go up 880 to try to figure out where we're going to. Why is it forcing us to bridge? And that's kind of strange. So we're not going to worry about that, I guess. We don't need to worry about that. I just want to get the collectors in here so we can start to plan about how we're going to.
Making spirits bright. Oh, what fun to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, we have a lot of fun. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
So that's how I want to do that, and then perfect.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what
Okay, so now we're gonna start getting the sort of grid. So we're gonna go up 840, or sorry, 440. I'm right there. Yep. No, 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 no.
I'll still be seen
Good, and then
above
perfect. Go up
by deep and dream.
880. We're gonna see if we can go up 880. So this episode's quite a bit longer than I want it to be, but I'm just really excited about unlocking this.
Yet in the
So, you know, I guess that's pretty much all my episodes turned out longer than I want them to be. So that's just the nature of this game, I guess. You know. I don't want to destroy that rock. I feel like we could do something pretty cool with that. So we're gonna do. I think we will.
are met in thee tonight. For Christ is born of Mary.
And this is where we will connect up the right here
While
with the rest of the city.
the angels keep their watch of wondering love. Oh, morning stars together,
We're gonna use our freeform tool.
proclaim thy holy birth, and praise sing
I think we'll get one more connection to come down here.
and peace to men.
You know, we're gonna have to destroy this rock because I want to bring this up here.
Oh, let
And we're gonna bring this across. Besides, there's plenty of rock features over here. We have this one still and this one. I feel like we can do something with all of these. And then we have one next to the shore. I want to make like a nice little park over here, sort of like in Chicago, how they have the thing along the shore or whatever, the park along the shore. I feel like we could do something like that, like they have in Chicago.
the silent stars yet in thy dark speech.
Okay, so I think we're gonna call it an episode pretty soon. We have a lot of work to do now with this new chunk of land that we just opened up for development. These are all the skyscrapers we're gonna work with when we craft our skyline, and I'm very excited to see how that turns out. So yeah, one thing we definitely want to do is we want to bring the highway through, and I think we will also get this road ready as well. I forgot about this one. So what we're gonna do for this one, not sure if I want.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa,
Yeah, we'll do this. So then we'll bring it up and we will.
she'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged
Perfect.
her not to go.
You know, I might bring that down just a little bit
Got
since.
her medication, and she staggered out the door into the snow.
How far does this one go up?
When we found her Christmas morning,
This one starts bending, I guess, even soon. So
she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on
we're gonna go up to roughly about there, I think, is where.
Grandma got run over
Yeah, and then we will.
there, walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
Perfect.
Say there's no such thing as Santa.
Alright, I think this area is ripe for development now. We have this entire chunk of land that we just made open,
Now we're all
thanks to the wonderful citizens and people of our beloved city, San Herrera.
so well.
So I'm very excited to see this area develop. I cannot wait. I've been anticipating this throughout the entire series for 20 episodes now, I believe. 20. Yeah, this will be episode 19. So once we start really developing the downtown, it'll be episode 20, probably through 30. There's a lot of work to be done. This is a significant chunk of land to develop. And I would like to bring the highway through here, probably along this road right here. Yeah, I think so. No, actually, I want to bring it closer to downtown, so I think we're going to pull it right through here. So actually, that's making me kind of wonder if I want to change this up a little bit. So I want this to come closer, and then we're going to kind of bend it through here. Yeah, I think we're going to have this kind of come straight through here and then kind of come around this little coast area right here, because in the future I'd like this to be sort of an industrial port, a container port for industrial, like a harbor, I guess. Especially if we were going to have this as the airport. That was one major reason I wanted to do that, was because I wanted this to be the airport, and I wanted to put a major cargo hub over here for, you know, like trains and boats and airports and stuff. But after seeing the DLC thing, I don't think that's going to really be possible because of the size of the airports after turning in. Today we worked on this area. We purchased the tile to start building downtown. We developed quite a few little neighborhoods around. We developed this little neighborhood right here. Developed this right here, this side of the road. And we also developed, we added a little section onto right here so we could fill this area in a little bit easier. And I think that's about it. I'm not sure if there's anything else we did. Oh yeah, and then we did this over here. We added to the population and we increased traffic by tons. There's tons of traffic over here. And you can see the skyline over there already. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I can't wait for this area to develop. It's going to be really exciting for the downtown to develop. So we have a lot of traffic over here. I'm not sure if this is from residents. I think this is mostly residents moving in, because a lot of this looks like private vehicles. We have, yeah. And then we also did this little, this really nice market over here for whatever you call it, the organic and local produce, which I'm very proud of. I didn't think these looked so nice, but they really do. Really nice stores that we have. Even outside of the whole green thing, they just look really nice. I really like these. We have this car dealership. I didn't even know they had these in the game. I think that's what this is, a car dealership. Yeah, you have that right there. So yeah, these are cool. So thank you for tuning in. We're going to kind of end with the view of the, you know, why don't, before we end, since this episode's already super long, I think we're going to sort of place these in a manner that we want them to be in the future. So I think we definitely want to place this one. We'll spread these out a little bit. So we're going to have this one, the tallest one. I think we're going to place this one. Can't even fit that in here, so we're going to leave that one right there for now. I think this is the one that was going to fit.
To see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering.
And you know what else we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and bring some of these roads through here.
To kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways.
And is that, did I
Christmas
make the grid size the correct size? Yes. Okay, good. So we're just going to kind of reshape the skyline, and then we are going to call it an episode. So we're going to bring this one. This probably won't be permanent. We'll probably come in here and change this in the future, but for now, I think it'd be kind of cool to start off the skyline a little bit, have a rough idea for what we want to do with some of these buildings. So I want to place the tallest one right in the center. We're going to place this one right here. And it's not going to be centered, so that's nice. You know, you're able to center one building, but you can't center the other, which is, I guess that's fine. So I think that one's fine there. This one we'll bring over, if we can. We can't even do that. And it's not going to be centered either. So I might change the grid size. That might be the best thing we can do. Or we can just, you know, have the, just break up the grid a little bit, I guess, for some of these buildings, because that's something that also happens quite a bit. Alright, so I think that's a really nice view for look at downtown for this episode. I think we'll actually replace... I'm going to move this building over a little bit. I think we're going to put this one here instead. Yeah, so we'll bring this one. We don't want to destroy that, so we won't. We're just going to... Ooh. I'm gonna bring this down about right here, closer to the shore. We need to turn all these off because we're gonna have issues with power and water. So for now, we're gonna turn all these off, and then we're gonna take our screenshot for the thumbnail. Which, I mean, honestly, I'll be surprised if anybody watched it this long. Just because, I mean, I don't think anybody wants to watch an hour and a half long video about cities skylines, you know, unless you're me, which, you know, I used to watch that sort of thing, so maybe it's no big deal. Alright, so here we have our beautiful view of downtown. I can't even tell you how excited I am for this. I've been waiting for this for the entire season. So here we're going to end it. We're going to resume the simulation, and we're going to call it an episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more San Herrera and subscribe for more City Skylines. Make sure you subscribe for more City Skylines. I will see you guys in the next one. N.J.H is out.